Hello, good evening, Mrs. Eva Wamala.
Good evening, how are you?
I am fine, I'm fine. So my name is Christian Elongue and I am the founder of Muna Kalati, an initiative that basically aims to contribute to increase the visibility and accessibility to children books made in Africa. So basically we are here in the course of the IBBY Africa regional meeting that is actually being held in Accra, and I would really like to know more about you and what you are doing through IBBY in Uganda. But first of all, can you kindly share with us how you come to get involved into the children book industry?
Okay, my name is Eva Wamala, and I come from Uganda, and I belong to IBBY Uganda chapter. And previously, before joining IBBY, we had an association that is called Uganda Children Writers and Illustrators Association, and it is this association which eventually joined in IBBY International, and that's how we became members of IBBY. You asked about how we came to work with children. We started that association in 1999 as authors and illustrators, teachers, librarians, to come together and write write children's books with an African touch. And most of our first stories were folk tales, and eventually we developed into fiction, and eventually we have also incorporated our children as authors.
Okay. So actually, what is the children book sector in Uganda? How is it different, or what are the dynamics that may differentiate it from the other African countries?
I don't think it is quite different from other African countries. I believe the industry is almost the same, and it's also facing the same challenges.
What are some of those challenges?
Most of the challenges are the fact that authors cannot live on the mega incomes from the book industry. It is quite difficult to get your book published because it delays at the editor's table, and eventually when you get it published, selling it is also a hassle because most of our books are readers, they are not academic. So they don't, since the reading culture is a bit low, they are not really considered as very important books. But we are trying to make sure that we do a lot of awareness, not only in schools but also with parents, so that they can understand the role of the importance of having these readers, and they can buy them for their children, and their children can be able to read. Because when a child knows how to read, they are able to answer the questions very well in exams.
And talking about awareness, are you having online awareness? Are the publishers in Uganda having a website where they are promoting their books? What percentage? Is it a common practice of those in the industry to promote what they are doing online?
Online, I think it is just something that is coming up with this system of having Facebook, Twitter, websites. Most of the publishers are beginning to advertise their books on, especially Facebook, which is not so expensive, and some are also putting up websites. And since internet connectivity is not so common, of course, they consider the market to be a little slower than the physical advertising of the books themselves.
Okay.
But we believe that in
things will
future,
change.
Everyone, if you are not on the website, on the Facebook, on WhatsApp, on Twitter, then you wouldn't be able to do business.
Okay.
So they are coming up, more and more are coming up and uploading their books on the internet.
Okay. So we are currently in the IBBY Africa regional meeting, and since the morning they have been quite some interesting presentation. What have been some of the key takeaway that you have been able to grasp and that may be useful for the Ugandan children book industry?
Okay, from so far what I've listened to today, your presentation, of course, was very, very useful. We got to know that if you advertise more, you can not only be in Uganda but also elsewhere. So we believe that presentation is also very good. Secondly, we also heard about the awards, which is also very good to try out.
The
awards, the cover.
The Children Africana Book
Yes,
Awards,
yes,
okay.
which is also good to try out. Like, I was hearing it for the first time, so probably I can submit a book in future to be considered. Then I think basically that is what I have.
Okay. And how do you envision the future of children literature in Ghana, in Uganda, and in Africa?
As a whole?
Yeah.
There are government systems that have tried to promote children's literature, and many associations and non-governmental organizations have also tried to promote that. So we believe in future. The future is very bright, and with those promotions, I believe the literacy levels will go up. Because, for example, in Uganda, we have what is called free education for children. So with that kind of promotion of free education, it means the numbers in the schools will swell up, and of course that also has an impact on the number of books that can be bought and used in those schools. So we believe the future is very bright.
Okay, the future is very bright. Yes. That's quite interesting. And is there a last word that you would like to share with those who are following us, those who are following Muna Kalati online, and all those who have an interest in children's books?
Yeah, I would like to encourage and to make an appeal, not only to teachers, educators, and librarians, but also the general public, to get an interest in trying to follow children's literature, because a child who is taught how to learn to read when they are young is a reader in future, and that child will make sure that she or he promotes reading, not only the people around him, but even the people that are far from him.
Okay.
So I pray that your association takes root, not only in Cameroon, but also in other African countries, and we are looking forward to seeing your initiative grow. I hope you get more sponsors so that you are able to expand, which will be very good, because this is a very, very good initiative, and which needs to be supported.
Okay.
So I wish you well.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I think the key word that you said is children need to be taught from childhood, yes, so that they can be leaders in the future. Thank you.